Don Green is going to lead us through a couple of items, my aide.
Great. If I could ask everyone to please stand for tonight's invocation and Pledge of Allegiance. Our invocation tonight will be delivered by City Clerk Zach Beck.
Please join me in bowing our heads. Father, we come before you to say thank you. Thank you for the privilege, the blessing, the honor it is to reside here in the city of Oceanside. We come together tonight as a diverse community, a community of different backgrounds, different beliefs, different presence, and different futures, yet one common goal, and that is the betterment of the city. We come together tonight to seek your guidance, wisdom, and discernment during the deliberations that transpire this evening, and in doing so, we lift up Councilmember Feller, Councilmember Sanchez, Councilmember Kern, and Deputy Mayor Lowry. May you grant them wisdom and discernment as they deliberate what is best for the city of Oceanside moving forward from here. And in this season of a new year, we pray that it's a blessed and bountiful one for all of the residents of this great city as well as this great country. We say all these things in your precious name. Amen.
Tonight's Pledge of Allegiance will be led by Rachel Lorson, daughter of Assistant City Manager Deanna Lorson.
Right hands over your heart, please. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
And up next, we have a presentation from Councilmember Jerry Kern.
Right, thank you. A couple years ago, the council actually designated a section of Mesa Drive as the Dr. Martin Luther King Corridor because of all of the artwork that we had there that was actually inspired by Dr. King. So, but people drove down there and didn't really understand what it was. So I, along with Reg Owens and Gerald Hampton, decided to actually do a sign to show people where it's at. So at this time, I'd like Gerald and Reg to come on up and to tell us about what we're going to do. You want to speak there? You want to see the handheld? No, you're going to get in here so the camera can see.
Is that right?
You can't have the back of the camera. You got to get up here. You can stand behind it and say a few words about what brought this on and how we did it.
Oh, the camera. Okay. Good evening to all. Council members, Mr. Mayor, members of the council and distinguished guests, and those in the audience. I'm Reginald Owens, former member or resident of Oceanside and lifetime member of North San Diego County NAACP. Way back in 1986, I retired from the Marine Corps and decided to make my home in Oceanside. It was a far better choice than going back to Buffalo, New York. Hot and cold versus cold and colder. Just no contest. With 30 years behind me as a career Marine, I felt compelled and duty-bound to give back to the community. So I immediately became involved in service organizations, the NAACP, Kiwanis, the VFW, Lifeline, and the City of Oceanside. The city was seeking community members to serve on an ad hoc committee to make recommendations regarding a memorial to the late Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. My cup of tea, I volunteered. The committee met 5 times and I emerged as a spokesperson for the committee and presented seven recommendations to the City Council in February 1989. 6 of the recommendations were adopted and implemented. They are still a very important part of the fabric which makes Oceanside a unique and much envied city in the state of California. Much of the solidarity of the city is played out at the beginning of each year, January, the birthday of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., and February during Black History Month. The balance of the year is a plethora of culturally rich events that make Oceanside a destination for world travelers. Of those 6 recommendations, there have been a few embellishments. They are in the handouts you do have, which emphasizes the designation. And 1, the designation of a portion of Mesa Drive between Rancho Del Oro Drive and Ivy Ranch Road as the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Corridor. And 2, and this is where I come in at, and we see the parade sign, or rather the sign here. We can't parade it around there, but you do see the sign. There's a flip side. You may want to flip this around there, okay? That brings me to the council meeting tonight, and this is a copy of the road mark that will be painted over. This is the road markers that we will have on Mesa Drive, and they identify the areas of Mesa Drive as the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Corridor. The markers were funded by private donations gathered by council members Jerry Kern, Gerald Hampton, and Reginald Owens. The installation and unveiling of the markers will be on January the 28th, which will conclude our 2016 Dr. Martin Luther King project. Our primary goals for 2017 is, 1, to conduct a campaign to obtain funding for long-term maintenance and to safeguard, designate the sculptures as public art. And 2, to redesign the sculpture display and move them to the Martin Luther King Jr. Park after replacing and refurbishing. And that's what I have here tonight.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Gerald Hampton, and I just wanted to briefly say it's been a pleasure to be a part of this project. In 2006, I'm a retired Marine, and I'd gotten involved with several community organizations, particularly the NAACP, and I've worked with Reg Owens here on this project, and it's been a pleasure to partner with him as well as the entire Oceanside City Council to bring this to fruition. As was mentioned with the project, once the corridor was designated, the challenge is driving down Mesa, probably 40, 45 miles an hour, speed limit. You may not recognize the signs or the fact that you're actually in the corridor. So these signs represent a phase of the project that brings recognition and acknowledgement of the corridor to fruition. So once again, it's an extreme pleasure for me to have been part of this, and hopefully it will be something that all of the residents of Oceanside, as well as those who visit, will thoroughly enjoy.
Well, Acting Mayor, so I have noticed that the signs on Mesa have suffered, and this is a vast improvement over the ones that have no identity left on them. So I'm pleased to say that when I ride through there, it's usually at about 12 miles an hour on a bicycle, so they're very easily seen. This will be much more easily seen at 40 or 45, whatever the actual speed limit is. So congratulations, and I hope they're up really soon.
One point of clarification, if you don't mind. This is one of 2. One will be on the east side, and one will be in the west entrance. And the signs, the road signs, actually are sculptures. And so we have recommissioned, or will recommission, the artist Roberto Salas to join with us, and we'll get those refurbished, those ones which are out there, and hopefully we'll relocate them to a place where they won't suffer as much damage as they have in the past.
Just on a timeline thing, on the prayer breakfast, which is the 16th at Maricosta College, we will present this sign again, and then after that, our Public Works Department is going to install them. And like Reg said, there's going to be one eastbound and one westbound on Mesa Drive. And then on the 28th, we'll do the unveiling on the road. So please, if you can attend the breakfast, and then also on the 28th, we'll send out announcements to actually unveil them on the side of the road. And then, like I said, next year, our big project is to maybe move all of those within Martin Luther King Park so that they don't get run down by cars, because we've lost a couple of them to cars over a period of time. So I think we need to move them to a safer location. and actually so people can see them while they're walking. But anyway, well, thank you all, and we'll do a couple photo ops here, and then we'll move on with the rest of the evening. Thank you.
Up next, we have Pet of the Month. And
Pet of the Month.
I'd like to introduce Elkie Wills from the Humane Society, bringing us Monty.
Monty. All I hear is my voice. He's a cute little dog. Got a lot of drool, yeah.
You're welcome. So this is Monty. He's about 5 years old, and he came to us as a stray because he likes to jump out of his yard. So we saw him about 6 times, I think, before the owner finally got tired of spending a lot of money to get him back. So he is an athletic dog. He's a really sweet. He just fell asleep over here. His manners are impeccable. He sits, he lies down. His adoption fee is $95. He does actually, to our very, very big happiness, he has a hold on him. Just happened between the time that I decided to bring him and this evening. What a hold means is that a family is interested in meeting him and they have another dog at home, so they're going to bring that dog into the shelter to meet him to see how they get along. So hopefully we'll all cross our fingers, but if anyone knows of anyone, he is a couch potato. Like I said, he just fell asleep over here in the short period of time that we were here. However, he does need his exercise. And I think a home with a lot of activity going on so he doesn't feel the need to escape and go find other activities would be good for him. Wanted to also let you know that our training classes are starting. Level 1, which is Marvelous Manners. We have a class starting on the 11th, which is a midweek class, and that starts at 6:30. And then we have another session starting on a Saturday, which those classes are at 11:30. They're 6 weeks long, and they're $110. But a great way to start off the new year right, get some training going, and then you can go level 1, level 2, level 3, and then we have a lot of fun other activities going on. And also January is the time to sign up to volunteer if you are interested. Every other month, we start recruiting, and so it'll be January and then March. So if anyone's interested in volunteering, now is the time to do that on our website. Let's see if we can get Monty to do a little something. Good boy, can you crawl? Can you crawl? Good boy. Very nice dog. So we will all cross our fingers tonight, and hopefully he has a new home tomorrow. So thank you all so much.
Vámonos, Marty. We'll work for food. Thank you. Anything else?
She had to feed him, so
Next, we have Kathy Nichol.
okay.
Hi, my name is Kathy Nichol. I'm from Main Street, Oceanside. Thank you for having me again tonight. We have a few things going on at the market. So tomorrow, the day market will be open, but the sunset market will be closed, and the weather does not look favorable anyways. So we hope to see you at the day market from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Our farmers will be there. Lots of great food, honey, probably one of the best honey vendors that we have in the county. So please come down to the market 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. We have several events coming up at the Sunset Market itself. On the 19th of January, we have our Authors Night. This is an annual event. We usually have between 7 and 15 authors there. We are looking for more authors, so if you are interested, please contact me at the Main Street office. The authors are from all sorts of different genres of writing, so we hope that you'll come down and visit with them. Again, that's January 19th from 5 to 8 that they will be there. And then February 2nd kicks off Oceanside Valentine's Week. We bring the heart down to the Sunset Market. It will be held in conjunction with our annual Public Safety Night. For Public Safety Night, we have our Oceanside Police Department, Fire Department, and the lifeguards will be there with a full static display, lots of great information concerning safety, both at work, at home, and while you're having fun in Oceanside. We have the fire trucks that come in, the nice little skidoo from the lifeguards, and then the police department, they bring down all sorts of equipment. So we also have our safety teams from CERT are there. Again, lots of great information. It also kicks off Oceanside Youth Success will be at the market that night with an arts and crafts event in the state, what we call the stage lot, lot 35. Again, that's all on February 2nd. And of course, it kicks off Oceanside Valentine's Week events that will go from February 2nd to February 14th. A 2-week celebration, including dining specials, activity discounts, lodging packages. The website is there. Visit oceanside.org/Oceanside-Valentine-Week. Again, we start out with the Big Heart at the Sunset Market on the 2nd. There are cruises, Military Mondays, Fun Run, a car cruise. Then we have our Sweetheart Sunset Market on the 9th with carriage rides, Argentine Tango at the Oceanside Museum of Art on the 10th, movies, a bike ride. We'll have our mixer, Main Street Mixer, a movie at the pier on the 11th, and of course, our Valentine run down by the pier. So again, we hope to see you in the downtown, and thank you again for having me. All this information is on our website, mainstreetoceanside.com, and we hope to see you downtown. Thank you.
Kathy, I have a question.
Yes, sir.
I'm very concerned about whether or not on the public safety night, February 4th, will the fire department have those little plastic helmets, because mine broke, and I wondered.
You know what, I'll talk to our new Chief Robinson and Ron Owens and make sure that they have a replacement hat for you, sir.
Because it really was disappointing. I would walk my dog with the helmet.
They can't miss you.
Yeah, it was, so it's a safety rule I have. Yeah. So I'll check. I should just give you a call and ask you.
Anytime, sir.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
No further items on the agenda.
That's it. Public comment. Again, redo.
There's no other,
Want to ask?
no one
Yeah.
has turned in a form to speak on that
Let's
item.
ask.
Did anyone want to speak on items off the agenda? I see none.
So we tentatively have a council workshop planned for April 26th at 2 p.m. And that will be to discuss everything that we know at that point about the medical marijuana and the recreational marijuana regulations. So everybody please come to that. If you have questions, you can send us an email or call the city or send us a letter. This concludes our meeting. The next meeting is going to be pretty quick, 2 weeks.
January 11th, next Wednesday. 2
January
p.m.
11th. Oh, that's a
Workshop.
We have a themed workshop. At what time will that be?
2 p.m. next Wednesday, January 11th, City Treasurer Workshop.
Oh, the City Treasurer Workshop. So that's where the applicants who have sent in their resumes and filled out their application will come in, and we'll do the entire process here.
Correct.
So 2 p.m. next Wednesday.
2 p.m., yes.
Okay, thank you very much.
The workshop on the 26th is for the budget.
The budget workshop.
Yeah, actually, it is. The 26th is the budget workshop. Oh.
So we do want people to come. Come talk about the budget.
So we would likely do.
I have a question. Would that be the next available time for public comment or introduction or agenda?
Oh, we don't know the date yet on either of those meetings. There's been some.
At the January 11th meeting, yes.
Tentative, yeah.
Next Wednesday at 2 p.m., you would have the opportunity to talk to the council on items not on the agenda.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's good. Okay, we'll adjourn the meeting. Thank you. Night.